back to the mound.
It is a 1-2-3 shutdown inning for Chris Hale.
The rotation is locked and loaded for 2026.
Struck him out. Went down and away with a nasty splitter.
Hear every masterpiece and every high heat save on your home for the Atlanta Braves. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Crawfish season is back, and the heat is on at Lone Star Boil House. Lone Star Boil House is where the locals go for delicious, mouth-watering Cajun crawfish, shrimp, buttery red royals, and everything crab. Plus, Lone Star Boil House is now serving liquor. Get crawfish 6 days a week, open to close. To-go crawfish also available at the front bar, and crush the follow on Facebook for frequent food and drink specials. Lone Star Boil House, 320 West 5th Street, downtown Panama City.
No one wants to deal with a plumbing, electrical, or HVAC emergency. It's even worse when you're not sure what it'll cost, when it'll get fixed, or if someone's just selling you something. When you call Hiller, you can trust our experts to actually solve your home's problems quickly. And with true transparency pricing, you know the price you're told is the price you'll actually pay. Book online now at happyhiller.com. Happy you'll be, or the service is free.
Call the Happy Face Truck today.
The legendary Pepper's Mexican Grill and Cantina, home for the most popular drink specials in town and now on the beach. Enjoy 2-for-1 house margaritas and draft beer all day, every day. 10% off on Military Mondays, and Tuesdays kids eat free with an adult. Pepper's Mexican Grill and Cantina, now with 2 locations. Back Beach next to Home Depot and Highway 77.
You've been low-key thinking about dropping a podcast. Well, now is the time to start, brah. Sports, politics, finance, science, health, real estate, music, interviews, surfing, conspiracy theories, or alien abductions. Ready to main character your own content? We can make it happen with Turnkey Podcast Productions from 104.3 ESPN, Northwest Florida. Our local, modern, state-of-the-art multimedia recording studio is now available for booking, starting at just $100 an episode. Take your fandom to the next level. For more information, text the keyword studio to 850-215-6290. Text studio to 850-215-6290. Text studio 215-6290 or jam over to espnpc.com. Bruh.
WGSX Lynn Haven, WVOQ Port St. John. ESPN Northwest Florida. Rise and shine, campers. It's a brand new day.
What a lovely morning.
Good morning, starshine.
You seem happy this morning.
Good morning, everybody. Thanks for coming in early.
The Coach James Hale Show is live and local. Live from the J. Michael Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Hot tub! Whoa!
I'm full of water. I stay hot tub. Gonna get you hot tub.
It down.
Gonna make it sweat. Stay hot tub.
Hey! Whoa! No!
Chugging hot tub.
Yeah!
Really make me sweat.
Yeah!
Chugging hot tub.
Yeah!
Really make me wet.
Yeah! Well, hey, be careful driving. School's back in session. Spring break is over. Spring breakers are not, but spring break is over. Be careful. Drive slowly. And
make sure you have an armored car when you go down to
only if you're in Panama City
Watch
Beach.
out for the new flock cameras at all the school areas that they've installed already. They're sending out warnings and about to have tickets for when you go through.
Good. Pop them. Hey, drive slow or get a ticket. That's what you
if
should
you're
have.
in Orlando or a Apopka and you come up to turn right, if you go past that little line to stop, you get a ticket.
I thought it was all left.
Speaking of traffic, are they ever going to get to work? Do they ever work on the roads on Back Beach Road? I hate driving towards Pier Park.
Well, they were working on 390 this morning. So
Yeah, I never see them working on Back Beach Road, but I see all kind of barriers and all kinds of things screwed up. They must be getting paid by the minute.
You're getting paid by the barrier barrel.
Barrel, yeah, something. I never think
it's
that
only
slow
they're
in my
only
life.
they're only 28 years late on 390. So I mean,
Wow. Maybe within our lifetime they'll get it done. I hope.
so
It's just that last little bit on the
I know
first
it.
stage of
But
it.
as soon as they made 23rd Street 4-lane, they should have 4-laned 390. But you know,
We got him on. We got Nick. Let's bring him on. South Walton. Good morning,
there's
Coach.
no,
How you doing,
there's no
sir?
traffic in Destin, right?
Good morning, Coach Hale. How are y'all?
Man, we haven't talked to you forever. I want to know what's going on in that baseball team. Tell us what's happened. How'd you do in that tournament? And it tells everything.
Well, we put on a great tournament last week in our South Walton Showdowns. This thing is blowing up. We're catching lots of national attention with, obviously lots of talented teams and big-time prospects coming in. We had lots of scouts there at the tournament, big crowds. The community really came out in droves. We took a couple tough losses in the tournament. We lost IMG 5-4 on Wednesday night. We turned around and beat Trinity Christian the next night in a big game. I believe it was 6-3. And then we took another tough loss Friday night to Bishop Snyder, team out of Jacksonville, really talented team, 2-1. All three of those teams are ranked in the top 5 in the state of Florida. So we played back-to-back-to-back. We played good baseball, just didn't come out on top. So when you play teams that are ultra talented, well coached, usually comes down to a play or two. We're right there in it, but we bounced back this last week. We won 2 games. We played Florida High on Wednesday, spring break game. We played at 11 a.m. and Denton Lord pitched very well. He gave us a chance. We wound up run ruling Florida High 11-1. And then Friday night, we played a very scrappy Arnold team. Jackson Ross pitched well for Arnold, and we're able to manufacture a couple runs. Griffin Lloyd pitched for us Friday night. He did outstanding. He went right at Arnold and threw lots of strikes. We played great defense. Carter Hawk, sophomore, had 3 hits for us and a couple big RBIs, kind of bust the game open. But I'm proud of my team. We're in a good spot right now. We're about to go on a road trip. So the next 5 games, we're on the road. We're going to Pace Tuesday night, and then to Tallahassee. Friday, we're going to play Lincoln, and Saturday we'll play at Childs. So we're in a really good spot. We just have to keep improving and getting better. Our offense could definitely improve, but I'm proud of where we're at right now.
How did you do? What was the score for the Arnold game?
Final score was 6-1.
6-1. Okay.
That? It was.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't want to cut you off.
It was close there early on. Ross Kidd, pretty good pitcher. He kept us off balance with his breaking ball. Carter Hawk had a couple big RBI singles and a 2 RBI double late that really gave us a nice lead. So he came through. He's a talented sophomore for us.
Go back to your tournament. Did you guys make the kind of money you wanted to make off of it? Was the crowds pretty good?
Yeah, I believe our concession stand had record sales. The crowds were unbelievable. The atmosphere we've created over here for these big games, second to none. I told a couple of umpires, we had some veteran umpires over there. I told them, I said, I don't know of any atmosphere in the Panhandle, let alone the state, that can offer that kind of crowd. What we're having is a lot of the, communities coming in, backing their trucks up to the fence and wrapping the outfield. The grandstands were fully packed. We had kids lining both foul lines all the way down. Just a really cool atmosphere. I'd say a couple thousand people were there for the IMG game, and then really good crowds for Trinity Christian and Bishop Snyder. So it's we made lots of gate money, lots of concession money. That's not why we do it. We just want to put on the best baseball that we can. It's become, I've coached high school baseball for 16 years. I've done a lot of high-level travel ball in the summers with my son Coleman and taking his team around and playing the best of the best. It's almost like we're drawn to playing the best competition we can find because we know it makes us better. We want to get challenged, and we enjoy that competition. That's kind of the way we take it. We want to play as good teams as we can find.
When you get crowds like that, though, I remember the Arnold game you played over here, maybe 1 or 2 years. I never seen a crowd like that for a baseball game. And
it was very similar crowds to that Arnold game that night, Coach. It's about the same environment.
That's correct. Yeah. And those kids see that. They all want to come play at South Walton. This thing's not going to die away, I don't think. I think everybody's wanting to go play over there because you don't see that much anywhere else.
No.
It's a perfect location for teams to come in on spring break, come down to a tournament. I mean, would you rather go play in Nashville and North Carolina and Hoover, or would you rather come to South Walton on spring break? Play
absolutely,
3-4 baseball game.
I know. Our friendly FHSAA, how much did they bite you for on this little tournament?
They keep their hands out of this tournament.
Oh, good.
Dang.
They
must not know about it.
they don't get their hands involved till the playoffs.
Okay, that's good.
But they've been good to us. I'm not going to dirtbag the FSA today. So
but you don't have to. I'm retired. I can do all I want. My other question too is when you play these teams that come in like IMG and Bishop Snyder and all that, can't you just limit the international players to 4 per team?
They might have to do that to us. No, they had they draw kids from all over the country. We had another team. We had another couple 2-power teams. We played a team called the Bennett School a couple weeks ago, and was able to knock them off. They're the new IMG of Texas. So these academies are popping up. It's very interesting. They've got like an online curriculum. They go to school for 3-4 hours and they go right to practice. They are in house. The Bennett School. They're all in house. So we had IMG here, the Bennett School, and then we had Magnolia Heights, Mississippi, and that's another beast best team out of Mississippi, and they're all beating up on each other. It's crazy. It's hard to come to this tournament and go undefeated because you're getting haymakers thrown at you every day. There's good teams, good pitchers. So IMG did lose the next game. They lost to Bennett School, and then they've lost a game or two since. So it's just tough to come here. The Bishop Snyder team that knocked us off Friday night, I think they were 13-1. Well, they've lost 2 or 3 games since then. So it's like a hangover effect once you play in those tough, raucous environments. It's like playoffs. It's hard to recreate that environment. That's why I'm glad we're going on the road. I know we're going to have big crowds on these road games, and it's going to be nice to kind of get away from home and go kind of rally our troops and get ready to go play our best baseball against some very good opponents.
Let me ask you this. You play these teams. I don't know if you'll face anybody tougher than what you've already faced to get the ones you got to face to get in the playoffs. I mean,
that's right.
We're not cutting down any other teams, but you played the best of the best. Do you feel pretty good about going forward?
I do. Baseball, you gotta put yourself in the right situation, right frame of mindset, and I feel really good going forward because, like you said, we've played the most talented teams we could find in the state. We've done everything we could do to prepare boys. They just got to get done. In the moment. That's the thing. Embrace that pressure, and that's we're going to meet today and get focused for the week coming off spring break. To be honest, we got 3 weeks left in the season.
Wow.
Can you believe that?
It's going to happen fast.
That's crazy. This
so
whole
we're
school
14
year.
and 3. Yeah, we're 14-3. We played 17 games. We got 8 games left. So 3 or 4 weeks. We're going into district play.
When is school out? When is school out?
May 31st.
Oh,
May 31st.
Yep.
Wow.
So 6 weeks.
How many more?
6 or 8 weeks.
6 or 8 weeks.
No, maybe 10 weeks.
Hell, I can't count.
I don't care
so,
anymore.
So it's going to speed up on us this second.
And the playoffs are still down in Fort Myers. State championship.
The finals are down in Fort Myers. We haven't been able to move that up here. I want the James Hale Show to help us move this thing to North Florida somewhere.
Hey, the way I badmouth them down there, I don't know if they'll ever.
Well, that's 2 sitting in here. You might get a better chance getting somebody else.
They got too much. They got too many votes down there. They got the population's all down that way. I don't think that'll
play
happen.
in Tallahassee, play in Marietta, Chipola. Let's play somewhere up this way. That'd be good.
When I was AD at Bay, I called them every week to get on about something. So. Don't mention Coach Manley because they'll hang up.
The best chance would be probably Gainesville, really. Maybe Tallahassee. I'd see Gainesville would probably have the best chance.
Yeah, as close as you probably can get. Yeah.
Well, listen, buddy, we appreciate you coming on. Great job during the spring break,
yes,
and
sir.
we'll talk to you next Monday, okay?
Thanks, Coach Hale. Y'all have a great week.
Thank you, Nick.
All right, buddy.
Bye, buddy. Appreciate it, sir. All right, Patrick, what's going on with Turf Pro Pest Control? Where can we get? How do they get up with you?
Easiest way to get up with us is call us on our number at 850-890-5820. You can also look us up on Turf Pro PC on Facebook. Right now, the spring has popped. Weeds are coming. Bugs are coming right after that here, starting in April and May. It's time to get your fertilizers out. Household bugs, they're fixing to start waking up and start running rampant.
Snakes are out.
Snakes are already coming out. Yeah. Oh, give us a call. We do have our fire ant program, which gives a 1-year guarantee. We can get that out there in your yard so you can go ahead and get away. Now is the time to take back your weekends. Give us a call, and you can go play golf with Glenn, or you can go eat. You can go eat oysters and
take back our weekends.
Go eat oysters and spaghetti with Coach Hale.
When Jared and Jamie were little, they got in trouble, and we'd go, "All right, this weekend you're not doing nothing, staying in the house working." So they get together and start clapping. We want our weekends back. We want. I said, "Well, do right, and you'll get them back." But anyway, they're building something at Bay Point on the Magnolia, I think, street. And I don't know, somebody said John's doing something, I think a rodeo or something. I don't know. And all I know, they cleared that land back there where it used to be the beautiful golf course.
Right. And
the storm came, and you know what happened with that. Well, those snakes are out there. It seems like they're coming in towards where the houses are. So I saw two. One was laying across the street. Somebody had run over. Pretty good sized one, too. So you got to be careful out there, especially the little dogs and things like that. Garden snake, black eraser, things like that, no problem. But a little rattlesnake, something like that.
Yeah, you got some poison snakes around in our area with rattlesnakes, some copperheads, cottonmouths, stuff like that. Black racers will keep most of the poison snakes away. If you see a black racer, it is a friendly snake, even though it is a snake.
Yeah. Or have Glenn come over. He eats those damn things. He's good about the snake. He learned that in Vietnam.
You got to watch out for two-legged snakes, too. They're out, so
they never went away. Anyway, let's talk about some of the more wonderful people we have here. Unbelievable. Pat Perno, City Commissioner in Lynn Haven, does an incredible job. His restaurant is second to none. Go check it out today if you're in Lynn Haven. The legendary Beef O'Brady's. Lynn Haven. The key word there is Lynn Haven. Go have a great time over there. Then head out and see Russ, Amber, and Patrick. We're at David Adams. You looking for jewelry? Yeah, we all are. You want to make some money? If you got gold jewelry or silver, you got some old jewelry, you want to make some money, you need some cash, go sell it to them. I'm telling you, you'll be surprised how much that stuff's worth right now. But they do an incredible job. Russ, Amber, Patrick, love you guys down there. Also, Pepper's Mexican Grill on beautiful Panama City Beach. We finally have one on Panama City Beach. We all know about that one on 77. But if you're on Panama City Beach, Spring Breakers, go check it out. Especially today, all you military, former or military now, whatever, go in there and get you a 10% discount for lunch and dinner. Buy a margarita, get one free. Draft beer, the same thing. Pepper's Mexican Grill. We'll be right back. Coach Jones, where are you? 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Your exclusive home for March Madness.
And it goes for the win!
We'll bring you every game live.
Hits the three to tie it!
It's the NCAA Men's Basketball Tournament, college basketball's premier event, and it's all right here.
And the dream is alive!
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
The dream, yes!
This is Anna with ESPN Northwest Florida. Here is your weather forecast on this Monday morning. As we head into this afternoon and evening, a mixture of slight fog and sunshine, and a high of 74 with a moderate breeze around 14 miles per hour coming out of the west-southwest. For tonight, partly cloudy skies and a low near 65. Tomorrow, partly sunny and a high around 72. For Wednesday, some sun and a high of 71. This weather forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for tuning into ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
That boot store can help you dress in style, from casual Western wear for a night out with family and friends to a special meeting that requires a fashion touch with Western flair. From boots to hats, belts to shirts to jeans and a lot more for the smallest of the largest in name brand Western attire, including Carhartt work clothes. Shop that boot store for the whole family. Open Tuesday through Thursday 9 to 5, Friday and Saturday 9 to 5:30. Next to Billboard Kia, 15th Street, Panama City, where God is good all the time.
Experience a higher level of service. David Adamson Designer Jewelry has been providing you the very best of fine jewelry and repair in Lynn Haven for over 32 years. David has added Amber Anderson and Russ Klinger, names you've known and trusted in PCB for years with your fine jewelry and watch needs. Find that one-of-a-kind engagement ring, that special anniversary gift, or something colorful just for you. Amber and Russ will find it or build it for you. Serving Bay County and beyond in Lynn Haven at the corner of Ohio Avenue and 9th. David Adamson Designer Jewelry.
Now, it's the Coach James Hale Show.
Go nuts.
Live from the J. Michael Studio at 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
And welcome back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. James, look out for Matt. I don't know if he's what time he'll get here. Waiting on Big Matt to get here. Right. I can't remember what time I told him. I can't remember a lot of things. I do remember this, though.
He has something for that, though.
Yeah. Jason's got something for that. I do know this. It's Arnold Day every Monday, South Walton Arnold Day. Coach Jones, what he has done there is incredible.
Yep.
Not only that, he's producing assistant coaches going out and doing incredible jobs. Brian Norman's doing a great job over at Bozeman. But let's bring him on right now, Coach Jones. Good morning, sir. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
We are outstanding. Tell us we hadn't talked to you in a while. Let us know what's going on at Arnold High School, who you played. Give us names of those wonderful kids that play for you and your coaches and everything. Give us a rundown of everything that's going on with the Marlins.
All right. Well, it's been 2 weeks since I've spoken to you. I know you missed me.
I did.
Yeah. Okay. It happens that way. We played 4 games. Yeah. So often. We played 4 games over those 2 weeks, and we lost all 4 of them. So we're
you need me. Right, you need me.
Yeah.
There you go.
Or somebody that'll counsel me. Yes, sir. So 2 weeks ago today, we played at Mariana. We gave up 4 unearned runs in the first inning and ended up losing 5-3. Clawed our way back in it and actually hit a ball that I thought hit the foul line with 2 outs in the 7th there that would have brought us back within 1 and had some extra bases going on there. But it was called foul, and then the game ended there. But the kid from Mariana, Atkinson, we saw him again a couple days ago. I'll talk about, but threw really well, complete game, given only the 3 runs in the full game. So they got us 5-3. Then we played Lewisburg from Mississippi as part of South Walton's incredible tournament there. We played them at our place on that Wednesday. They scored 4 runs the first 2 innings and ended up beating us 6-2.
Yeah, they're good.
Bo Williams,
they're
good. That's pretty much anybody in that tournament can really play.
Yeah.
It's a very impressive tournament, as I'm sure Nick has talked about. Bo Williams started for us. They got him in the first couple innings, but he settled in, gave us a chance through 5 innings, and then Gage Goss through 2 innings, only give up 1 hit and no runs in relief.
Is Bo a senior? I can't remember. Is he a senior? Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so then we basically gave the kids a week off, as it turned out. We were supposed to play Bishop Snyder on Thursday of that week, but there had been rain, and they had to cancel some games because 1 or 2 of their fields were unplayable. So we ended up not playing Bishop Snyder and getting an extra day off there. But then we get to come back, and we played South Walton at their place on Friday, and that's truly one of the best teams in the country. Talent for talent, they're as good a high school team as I've seen. They beat us 5-1 at their place on Friday. We had a big hit from Mason Lehman to tie the game at 1 in the 3rd. Feeling pretty good about ourselves there against really good competition. And then they were able to drop 3 runs on us in the 3rd. They had a big hit with the bases loaded to score 2 runs to push the lead up to 4-1 at the time. And they beat us 5-1. Jackson Ross started for us and kept us in the game, gave us a real good chance. Bo Williams and Gage Goss each threw an inning in relief. I think I mentioned Mason Lehman with a big hit. Caden Holmes with a hit as well. We only had 2 hits off of their kid who's going to University of Virginia, who I think is ranked number 9 in the country right now. And, excuse me, the Loy kid. This is how talented South Walton is. He's probably their 3rd or 4th best pitcher, and he's going to a top 10 Division I team next year, and he's gonna help them. He can really pitch. So hats off to South Walton. I thought our kids played well. We didn't make any errors. Played a good game. We just got beat by a good team.
Yeah.
And then on Saturday we played Mariana at our place at home, and we ended up dropping that one 2-1. Poor kids are frustrated. Poor coaches frustrated. It's one of those games. They scored 1 run in the first, 1 in the second, and then really nothing the rest of the day. Gage Williams got the start for us and threw the complete game. We don't get too many complete games these days with the pitch counts and whatnot. He did a great job for us, gave us a chance. We scored 1 in the 4th. We missed on a safety squeeze to tie the game. They threw us out at the plate there. And then in the 7th, we had a runner on, and Mason Lehman, who has been hitting the ball about as well as a human being can hit the ball, but I think his batting average has gone down over the last 2 or 3 weeks because he just has been hitting it into the worst luck possible. He hit a line drive to right field that we were pretty sure was going to bounce off the wall, but it was way out there. Their right fielder ran, just straight out towards the wall, like the Willie Mays catch, literally diving at the wall, caught the ball fully extended, made one of the best catches I've ever seen a high school player make. And that ended the game for us. Our base runner was sure the ball was going to land, and he ended up getting doubled up. So we lost that one 2-1. And it's just one of those, that's the way it's been going for us. Kids have been making great plays against us. We've had not amazing luck. We're not playing poorly, I don't think, necessarily. We're certainly not offensively getting the job done as well as we'd like to, but sometimes you have to tip your hat to the opposing teams, and sometimes you got to wonder if you're going to church enough or something like that, because there are some times, and I really feel for all of our kids. I feel for Mason Lehman because he's hit ball on the screws about 7 or 8 times in the last 2 weeks, and I'm not sure he has more than 1 hit to show for it. So it's just one of those things right now for us. Unfortunately, we've lost 5 in a row. We're at 7 and 8 overall. This is the first time since I've been here that we have a losing record at any point in the season. So it's something that we're working on. I know our kids sometimes the kids try too hard.
Yeah.
And I think we're at the point where we're pressing a little bit now because the kids really want it, and it's frustrating. And I was hoping that the few days off that we got during spring break there would help with that. And I do think we came out playing really well against South Walton, and then we got frustrated again offensively a little bit on Saturday. That Atkinson kid for Mariana pitched again, and he does a great job. He puts balls in good spots. He mixes speeds with his breaking ball, and he has our number a little bit this year. So that's where we are right now. We're heading into this week. We got 2 games against Mosley. We got Mosley at home tomorrow, and then at their place on Friday night.
Wow.
And so that's always an exciting week and a big week. But,
doesn't get any easier. That's crazy.
So I was going to say, as you can tell, we're with the schedule we play, we don't get a whole lot of breaks. So we don't get to feel sorry for ourselves too much. We got to get out there and get after it. And I know Mosley's been playing great baseball.
I want to ask you
some of the best baseball around. So.
I want to ask you 2 questions. Number one, when you go through something like that, as a coach, you don't want them to lose their confidence, and you got to talk to them about those things. Do you see that? Do you feel like that? Do they realize they've played some of the best teams not only in the state but in the Southeast, heck, in the country, and can they overcome this?
Well, we're going to find the second part out. We're going to have to see one way or another.
Yeah.
But we talked to them about. And I think they probably get sick of hearing the fact that we play good teams, and we don't get too many breaks, and so we're tested by the end of the year. That's for sure. We have a younger, more inexperienced group this year than we've had in a while, and so it's been hitting them pretty hard. I think they might, like I said, get tired of hearing how tough our schedule is, but it'll change tomorrow. But posted our regional rankings even last week after losing a couple 3 in a row. At that point, we were still number 2 in our region, just barely number 2, but number 2 in our region, even with the struggles we've been going through. It'll certainly change tomorrow. I'm assuming we'll be more like 5 or 6 in the region, but we still have everything in place that we need to give ourselves a chance to get in the playoffs. And then if we're playing well in the playoffs, then we can hang there with anybody because we've been playing a bunch of good teams. But certainly they get down and frustrated because, I'm an old man. I've been doing this for a long time. I get down and frustrated. I know they do. They're kids and they really want to succeed. And they just need a little bit of, and we need a break. We're one break away from.
Let me ask you this. It's totally different, but I just sitting there thinking. I was listening to you talking about the, bow pitching and everything, the pitch counts. Who came up with a number? And would you like to see that number raised to 10? Why was that? I don't even know what the number is, the magical number. But do you think it would hurt those guys much if they raise it to 10 more pitches? Have they ever discussed that? What is the number, by the way?
Well, it depends on your age, but once you turn 15, you can throw 100. Once you turn 17, you can throw 105 pitches total, and you can finish the batter. So if you're at pitch 104 and then you start the batter at 105, and that batter goes 6 or 7, then you can get to whatever that would be, 112 or so. But each state, let's say you talked about the magical number, which is funny because each state has a different number. I know we're going to play some Kentucky teams starting next week, coming down for their spring break. A lot of them are at 120. I coached in California. We were at 110. So I know there was a committee that made these numbers, and it's the pitch smart, they call it. And I think in general the idea is good, but I don't know anybody knows the magical number. And so to answer your question, do I think 10 more pitches would be entirely too much for kids at this age? I really feel like it depends on the kid, and that's why if you put numbers on a chart, it's hard to really take care of every kid, because we've had in the past, we had Cooper Moss came in here as a freshman, big, strong, looked like a senior, physically ready to throw without, it bothering him, taxing him too much. He could throw more than some other freshman who came in, was a little skinny and undeveloped, etc. So
that's why I look at
put
Glenn.
a number on it and keep control of us.
But we let Glenn throw 25. That was it.
That's probably more than I could throw.
Fast pitch softball.
Anyway. Yeah, I think the magical number is 115. I think I'm going to start shooting for that. That's the number. I just looked it up. That seems like to be the right one. Hey, listen,
there
Coach.
Are states where that's legal, so
We appreciate your time. We'll talk to you next Monday. Good luck to you, and keep your head up, okay?
All right, thank you, guys.
Yeah, great guy.
All right, we get back. We got Arnold High School baseball's done. We'll jump into FSU baseball, basketball, and everything. Lynn's going to tell you everything that's going on down there. But right now, let's talk about some of our great people. The legendary J. Michael's Restaurant. My birthday, Julie bought me a brand new Corvette, red one.
I saw it. Yeah, it's nice.
And brand new. I just went ahead and gave it to J. Michael's. I felt guilty.
Yeah.
As far as you know. That red Corvette was J. Michael's. It was not my red Corvette.
I thought maybe you'd stolen it when they took the
I was going to ask him if I could have it, but he wasn't in a good mood, so I didn't mess with him. I was going to ask one of the spring breakers if they can get it for me. They said they would for a certain price. I said, no, let's don't do that. But if you want a great meal today, the best seafood, people down from all over the Southeast, they want that famous J. Michael's Restaurant on Thomas Drive. The best seafood, ice cold beer, the legendary J. Michael's Restaurant. Go check it out. You'll absolutely love it. I guarantee you that. All right, you're down here for spring break. Take care of your skin. Put that suntan lotion on. You'll be glad you did when you get older. I wish I'd have listened. I wish I'd have done it. But if you have any kind of problem, we got a legend down here, Dr. John Ward. He's operated me several times. The guy does incredible work. If it doesn't look right, it doesn't feel right, go see Dr. Ward. Listen to him every Wednesday, 7:30, right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. Also, don't forget about Max Fit Sports Nutrition. Jason will be here tomorrow. Do you want to look better, feel better? He can make that happen. You gotta do your part, but he can help you get there. I'm telling you, he knows what he's talking about. Max Fit Sports Nutrition, Pier Park, 23rd Street. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Newbies, FSU. When we get back.
chaos lives here. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida presents March Madness.
Living up to its name, the Madness. 3, top of the key, got it!
Catch every upset, every buzzer beater, and every heart-stopping moment of the NCAA tournament.
White border, he's going to take the 3, and he hit it again!
Your home for the Big Dance is right here on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
That right there is the explanation point.
Los Rancheros has been doing it right for 20 years. Los Rancheros brings a top-shelf dining experience to you with the opening of their beautiful new building. Watch all college and pro games on Los Rancheros' 14 large-screen TVs with great drink specials daily from 2 to 5 and during all the games. Los Rancheros, the place for live sports and great food on 23rd Street between Jenks and Harrison.
Tired of boring merch and want your brand to stand out like the big names? Elevate your look with Red 7 Tees. They don't just print shirts, they create bold identities. They are a veteran-owned custom apparel shop providing the kind of detail that turns heads, using high-quality digital printing and embroidery to give you that unique style you love with no minimums or cookie-cutter designs. From small business to sports teams, if you've got a vision, they'll help you wear it proudly. Visit red7tees.com.
Ask for special ESPN Northwest Florida pricing.
Looking to upgrade your truck? It's Blue Diamond Truck Accessories in Panama City. They sell, service, and install it all. Light kits, bed covers, bumpers, winches, lift kits, and any trailer hitch you can imagine. Blue Diamond Truck Accessories just west of Frankfort Avenue on 15th Street. Find Blue Diamond Truck Accessories on Facebook or call 850-914-0265. Blue Diamond Truck Accessories, 850-914-0265.
Reach out, call up and just say hi.
Give them a call. Phone lines are open. 850-215-6290. The Coach James Hale Show is taking your calls live and local from the J. Michael Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Florida State. Woo! I don't think we timed it up right. We've had a week off. We're off. We're off.
Okay. Here it comes.
All right, here we go.
FSLORIDA STATE. Florida State.
Woo! There you go. There we go. Get out, newbies. Have a great time. I tell you what, all the spring breakers are having a wonderful time. For a great location, if you're in town, go to St. Andrews, the big, beautiful blue facility there.
The blue building was full.
Oh, every one of them are packed out. And I tell you what, newbies two on the curve, go watch March Madness. Go watch all the games, baseball games, basketball games. Head on down to the mothership. Charlotte's got the best entertainment every single night for you down there. Go check it out. You'll be glad you did. All right, we got a phone call. He's been to all four newbies many a times.
I think
that's what we call him, Mike, and Mike.
And Mike,
all four of
right.
them.
All four of
Good
them.
morning, sir. Roll Tide, by the way.
Good morning,
Roll
sir.
Tide. Roll Tide.
Whatever you like to, I'm sure you're anxious to get to the report about how some preferred walk-on up in Tuscaloosa has bad jock itch or something like that. But I'm calling about something more important health-wise. I want to offer Glenn Manley,
yes, sir,
Ron Slade, one of the last graduates of Pearl High School and a great Tennessee ball player, Big Slade. He's doing a thing up here where you can get $500 off a hair implant and a free laser. Are you game for it?
No.
Okay.
You can do it,
All right,
Glenn.
well.
Come on.
All right. Well, whatever.
I don't have that money. I don't have that kind of money. That's Coach Hale's kind of money.
Yeah, I mean that I agree. I mean, when he said there was a $500 discount, well, what's the regular price?
I know.
Come on, man. And also, the snakes are out, but they're not happy up here. A black racer ran across Highway 100. I'll kind of let you know where I am anyway. And then there was a wasp at Les Soniques at the in Fairview. But today it feels like it's 34 degrees this morning.
Ooh, nice.
Because that north wind. If y'all got any baseball fields that face towards the south, somebody will be hitting some home runs today.
Yeah.
If they play
Yeah.
tomorrow, whenever the wind gets down there. But I just wanted to make a comment about the Florida Gators and how well coached they were yesterday, and the bouncy ball.
Yeah. Okay.
But, okay, they did beat Tennessee 2 games out of 3 in softball yesterday, so good for them. That was in Gainesville, and their women won the gymnastics title, which used to belong to Georgia.
Yeah, right.
But give credit to Florida where it's due, and also I want to say something about Coach Hale. You know, Vanderbilt, they lost. They have a graduate student from Montgomery.
All right.
I don't know which school he went to because they changed the names of all of them up there.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I heard.
But just one last thing. When we last talked, it was Auburn, Tennessee. Well, how about it? Auburn's still playing men's basketball.
Yes,
It's
sir,
amazing.
baby. War Eagle. War Eagle.
Yeah, whatever. But they're playing in the NIT. You know, I don't know if you know that, Coach Hale.
It doesn't matter. They're still playing. They're playing.
Well, that used to be
Okay,
the
I like
tournament.
your attitude. Coach them up, Coach.
That's right. There you go.
I love you, Coach Hale. That's why I call and mess with y'all. But
Well, thanks
anyway,
a lot.
Well, Tennessee's still playing.
That's right.
Bouncy ball. Anyway, until sometime Friday evening. But I hate to be negative, but how about those Kentucky Wildcats?
Golly, man.
Aren't they great? It's going to be so. You know, they think the Kansas job's going to be open, the North Carolina job's going to be open, and maybe the the Kentucky job might be.
You never know. You never know.
Yeah, well, you got to win at those places.
Well, yeah.
I don't think
And also,
Davis didn't want to be the coach at North Carolina anyway. They talked him into it.
Did you watch
Right.
it?
Well,
Kentucky looked
I mean-
terrible. Iowa State 82, Kentucky 63. I think it was final.
Hey man,
That
they
was the
barely
worst
beat
loss
Santa
Kentucky's
Clara.
had since
Okay.
72.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but I will say this: how many ACC teams are there still left?
I think the Big Ten's got 6.
I think there's 2.
Don't change the subjects. The subject.
Well, we got
It's either 1
we
or
got
2.
4 from the Big Ten. No, we got 4 from the
It's one.
SEC.
It's one. It's Duke.
6.
Okay.
That's it.
The
That's all there is.
Dukies.
Wow.
The Dukies. Yeah, but hey, if you're a Florida State fan, you can pull for Kentucky women because the Australian girl that used to be there is a good 3-point shooter. She's at Kentucky. That's the thing about loyalty and disloyalty, and you follow a player around, you can root for 4 or 5 teams.
Yeah.
Y'all think about it and have a great day.
Mike,
you
Mike.
too.
Thank you,
You
Mike.
too.
Mike.
Mike.
Get all the 4 newbies out.
There you
All right,
go.
then what do you got for us down at FSU?
Well, you have to talk about softball team. They were ranked number 10, but they'll be ranked lower, I believe. They are 6-0 in the ACC, 28-4 altogether. They are now have the nation's longest winning streak, and they are being 6-0 in ACC. They are leading the ACC. They're the only unbeaten team. Now, some of the teams played a week before in the ACC than we did, but anyway. And then we beat we beat California. And they have a new coach, Coach Singleton, who came actually from Texas as an assistant coach when they won a national championship last year. But anyway, Friday they beat them 12-2 in 5 innings, and Saturday it was 9-0 in 5 innings, and then Sunday it was 9-1 in 5 innings. So they didn't get to play a whole lot of innings there. Matter of fact, on Friday they won an hour and a half, so most of the crowd went over to the baseball game. So, so that was pretty good. Issa Torres is now the new NCAA leader in consecutive hits. She got 16 out of 16. I think they made a wrong judgment. She could have had 17. They called it an error, but I don't think it was an error. She would have beaten it out anyway. Hit like a 3 bouncer to the shortstop. She's probably standing on first when the little girl missed. But anyway, she is batting a cool .662. And yesterday in that streak, she was batting .900. She only had 3 things that before she got in the streak. She went 0 for 3, and then she went 16 out of 16. She could go the next 9 at bats and not get a hit and still be batting over 600. So. But that's not going to happen for her. Anyway, she is a shortstop, a junior. She's out of Georgetown, Texas, and she is All-American again. So she will be another one this year. I think she may be the number 1 player in the United States. On Tuesday, they will host North Florida at home. And then on the weekend, the softball team is at Clemson. They will be there Friday night and it's 6 o'clock, Saturday at noon, and Sunday at 6. That may be on a network because usually when you play the last game on Sunday, it's between 12 and 2, so you can get back to your school. But we'll see what happens. And they will play Clemson. Clemson's tied for 5th, but they're at 6-3, and there's a bunch of teams at 6-3, so it's kind of stacked up. But they're 22-10, so it's not like they're going in to see somebody that's not very good. So, we'll see what happens. There's like 6 teams in the ACC ranked this year. So I think Florida State is at 10, but I think they'll move down after this weekend. We'll see. Baseball team, they're number 1 in the ACC. They're 5-1, and again, they're like a week behind, just like the softball team. Some other teams has played a few more games. They were ranked number 11. They beat number 10 North Carolina 2 out of 3. They won the series. They lost on Friday 6-4, but they won Saturday 11-5, and they won Sunday 15-5 in 5 innings. They will play Tuesday in Jacksonville at the ViStar Ballpark against Florida. Now Florida is 3-3 in the SEC, and again they're tied with about 4 or 5 teams there. So. They're good, doing well. Florida's 18-3 overall, and then they will play March the 27th, 6 p.m. They will play they will host Duke. Our FSU team will host Duke this coming weekend, the 27th, the 28th, and the 29th. So that's what's going on in baseball. And then there's been a couple of articles on Norvell, and it says 3 storylines to watch coming up that's going on during the spring. And the first one's my favorite one, and I'm going to probably say not a racist statement, but I'll maybe hold off. But anyway, it doesn't seem to be like that the FSU here lately has liked any type of quarterback, but one particular type. So we'll get into that later. Quarterback battle is the number one thing that's happening. That's going to be the momentum for the whole program this year. They have Ashton Daniels, who played at Stanford and at Auburn. The new coach brought in his own quarterback, so he left. He wanted to go somewhere where he thought he could start, and so Norvell has kind of leaned heavy on transfer portal people, and at the quarterback position, which really and truly, it doesn't kind of make too much sense to me to bring in a senior to back up somebody. So he can say all he wants to about it being a competition, but if you bring somebody in to pay them a lot of money and they're a senior, and you're actually going to, I think, give that guy the job. They've even said, it's going to be a competition, not really a competition. And here's what's going to happen: it puts Sperry in a bad spot. And here's the thing. He's a 4-star coming in. Everybody said he could run the program and do well. But here's the thing. If you put somebody in over him and you keep bringing in people in transfer portal, putting on the people you bring in as quarterbacks, then nobody's going to want to play quarterback for you unless they're a transfer portal person.
Yeah, that'll make them feel too happy.
No.
When you,
I got some other stuff. We can talk about that later. But I just think he's doing them wrong, and it's going to cost him in the end.
All right, let's talk about some of our great people. Cox Pools. Looking for a pool, there's only one place to go. The legendary Richard Cox and Cox Pools. They do incredible work, no doubt about that. Also, I want to thank John Sharp for the FSU update. Get to one of the 4 newbies. Have a great time. Newbies 2 on the Curve. Great place to watch sporting events. Head on down to the mothership. You'll be glad you did. Also, Stevenson Air Conditioning. Jason does an incredible job. We don't care if it's hot. We don't care if it's cold. We got Stevenson Air Conditioning. That's the way to go. Go local, go Stevenson Air Conditioning. Steve's Bike Shop. Steve Burshaw's been in, they've been in business since 1979. He's a swim coach at Mosley. Guy's incredible. Electrical bikes are taking over the world. If you want a bike, a new one, a standard, whatever you want, new or used, get to Steve's Bike Shop on 23rd Street. You'll be glad you did. We'll be right back. Kirby Smart. What's going on with Kirby? 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
It's here. The 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida app version 2.0. Now featuring ultra high fidelity. You'll feel like you're in the game. Plus more opportunities to win weekly prizes from local businesses when you click it to win it. Download the 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida app today at Google Play or the Apple Store.
This is Anna with ESPN Northwest Florida. Here is your weather forecast on this Monday morning. As we head into this afternoon and evening, a mixture of slight fog and sunshine, and a high of 74 with a moderate breeze around 14 miles per hour coming out of the west-southwest. For tonight, partly cloudy skies and a low near 65. Tomorrow, partly sunny and a high around 72. For Wednesday, some sun and a high of 71. This weather forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for tuning into ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
When it comes to building smart and roofing right, TK Vandy's is the name you can trust. They're your go-to for general contracting, design build solutions, and top quality roofing. From concept to completion, they deliver excellence on time and on budget. Whether it's a custom build or a complex renovation, they've got you covered, literally. Call TK Vandy today and build something better. Together, TK Vandy, built with purpose, roofed with pride.
Are you ready for another historic season at the bank? It's time to lock in your seats for 2026 by placing your deposit now. Next season will be played at Everbank Stadium, but seating capacity is limited due to in-bowl renovations, and spots are going fast. Don't miss out on your chance to see the season's biggest matchups and highlight real moments by placing your deposit at jaguars.com/tickets or by calling 904-633-2000. Go Jags!
When he played football, helmets had not been invented yet. Players played both sides, and quarterbacks weren't afraid of needles. It's the Coach James Hale Show, live from the J. Michaels Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
And welcome back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Be careful driving this morning. Kids are back in school. Spring break is over, but not for the college kids. And just remember,
no alcohol on the beach.
Be safe. Just be safe. That's all I'll say. Be safe. I want to talk about Georgia Bulldogs and Kirby Smart. Some interesting things I've read into this. I love Kirby. You know that. I think he's the greatest coach in college football right now. He made a comment. I don't think he was kidding either. He said, the fans want to see the white helmets on G-Day. Give us more money.
There you go.
He was dead serious about that, and I'll tell you why in a minute. There are more and more people not going to Georgia that they used to have in the past. And he feels like it. I feel like it. You want to go where you can make the money. Do you blame the kids? No. They're offering you big-time money. You want to go. This is crazy. Texas is reportedly spending about between $35 and $40 million on the roster this year, this roster they got coming up. LSU, we all know that Lane Kiffin took over, did a great job at Ole Miss. They spent over $40 million on this year's roster. Georgia, they do not have the money that some of these other schools. We've mentioned this before. Alabama does not. Georgia does not. Nobody has the money at Texas A&M. That you just don't have that oil money. Oregon's got money. Indiana's got a billionaire. Texas Tech has their billionaire.
Oregon,
yeah. But so here with Georgia, Kirby, on this year's roster, which is unbelievable for him, they only spent $17.5 million. That's the reason he keeps telling these fans, hey, you want to see a white helmet on G-Day? Give us more money. We'll do it for you. We got to get – what he's telling the fans, they have got to get more money. This is what blew my mind. When I saw this, I said, this cannot be correct. This has to be a mistake because he's one of the top recruiters, maybe the best recruiter in college football right now as we speak. You know how many 5 stars Georgia signed in 2026? One. Last time that happened, when Georgia only had – matter of fact, it's never happened with Kirby Smart as the head coach of Georgia. They never gone a class where they only signed 1 5-star. He knows to win big, you got to have studs. You got to have the best of the best. And they ain't getting them right now, not like they've done in the past. They did have a 5-star commitment, a quarterback, Jared Curtis, I believe his name. What did he do? He decommitted and go to Vandy.
Right.
Vandy's got a little bit of money.
They do.
If Vandy really wanted to spend their money, they could. If they got into it really big time, they could do something like, hell, who knows, maybe like Indiana. I never thought Indiana would do what they did, and they did. He also had another 5-star, that tackle. I think it was Cantwell, I think his name was. Well, they had him until Miami opened the checkbook up, and guess what? The 5-star said, I'm going to Miami. So he had at least three. There were other ones they thought they had, but money changes a lot of people's, their opinion of where they're going to go.
All Clemson.
Yeah.
I think we're starting to see what I was talking about last year, where you're going to have, and I always use Liberty as an example, a school like Liberty that comes out of nowhere, like Indiana did, spends money, buys a championship, buys a program.
2 years. 2
and
years.
Then when you start seeing this start to happen, that's when the old traditional blue bloods are going to really complain to the NCAA. That's the only time I foresee seeing change happening with the NIL and the pay for play is when you get these obscure teams, colleges, go from obscurity to the national championship on a consistent basis.
Yeah. I've never seen anything like it. And I don't think he's kidding around about the uniforms, the helmets. I think he really will do that if they give big-time money. Uniforms, maybe not. Maybe the helmets, the white helmets on G-Day, I could see that, but not during the regular season. I want to go back to something, though. Kirby had an opportunity. I think he could have had the Atlanta job if he wanted it. Now, I just don't see him staying in it a long time when he didn't have the players. Georgia's always going to have some good players. There's no doubt they're always going to have some good players. But for them to only have one 5-star, that stood out. That kind of shocked me when I saw that. Matt, you look beautiful today. You look different. What did he do? Is his hair? Sit down there, Matthew. We're talking about George and Kirby Smart, the NIL money. He's not happy. And him and Mary Beth, we tried to get him, Mark Cowart, we tried to get Kirby. This was back when he was defense coordinator at Alabama. Him and Mary Beth were down. And I said, Kirby, you ought to buy a house down here now on 38. He was making $1 million back then. And I said, look, the property value had to go. So they're pretty smart with their money. They're not. She's sharp. He's really sharp. They're not into gorgeous things and stuff like that. They're really good with their money. Their dad was a high school coach. I think that's one of the reasons also. But Mary Beth wanted a lake house, which is a lot cheaper money than buying a beach house. It is, just is, especially on 38. So they did do that. But what I'm getting at, in 2 more years, if he coached 2 more years, and I think if he goes another year not getting some studs and it starts going south, and he was really against adding another SEC conference game. He's smart. Right. He's not stupid. He's smart. I could see him doing this 2 more years. How much money would he have in 2 more years? With his contract, you're talking about close to $27 million. Okay? Yeah. That's just the last 2 years. He's been making this big money for a long time.
Right.
It wouldn't shock me to see him walking away from it. And I never thought I would say that about Kirby getting out of it. But when you don't understand, he used to get the best of the best. And he's upset about this stuff like that. I don't know if he would go coach in the NFL or not. But when you got that kind of money, he can do anything he wants to do.
The NFL is its own beast because everybody's paid. So you're going from a really bad situation right now in college football to a not great situation. What I see some of these coaches doing in college that really just like coaching, it's not about the money because they've made so much. I can see them going back to high school where Kirby bought the lake house and saying, hey, when the positions opens up here, I'll be the high school coach. And then you have all these people now want to come play for you at the high school, and you're back to developing players, doing what you really love as a coach. I mean, both of y'all were coaches. Yes, it's about winning, but I hear y'all every time we're around each other, you're talking about players you developed in the past, what they become, and stuff like that. It wasn't about how much money you made. I mean, it was when you were living, but take away the money aspect, and what would you do? Would you go back and coach if money was no object now at the high school level and just
the way things are now,
develop players?
I don't think I would go back.
Actually, it would be better if you were at one school in one town.
Oh yeah,
than it is
doubt.
When you have so many schools that you're competing against a school.
And look at what it's created.
Yeah,
you go back to and you look what at Arnold. They accused him of recruiting The state fined him. Then they went back and said, oh, okay, we're going to take that fine off you and you can go back coaching. So I didn't like that. I didn't like what the state did. If he did something wrong, you penalize him and you stay with it. And if he didn't do anything wrong, why did you penalize him in the first place? So you get these bad feelings about all these coaching when people transfer in, transfer out. Eddie Williams comes over to Arnold, and we're the biggest thugs in the world, you know. But when all those players were going over there, it was okay. When they lost one of theirs, everything changed. That's one job I always wanted. If I did go back, that would probably be one of the places I'd want to go because I always wanted that Mosley job. And it never did work out where had the opportunity to go over there.
If I
had
was
the
going to be a
opportunity, I
coach,
just didn't go.
I would want to do what Glenn's done. I would probably move to a small town where there's one school, and that's where you're at, and then the whole community is involved in one school versus like here we've got 5 or 6 that the community's involved with,
and everybody's fighting over the players. It's just
fighting over the players and fighting over the sponsors.
I tell you what, introduce yourself there. You look different, Matt. Tell us what's going on today.
I hope I look different. I don't know. Well, Matt couldn't be here. He had to have some regular labs done, taking good care of himself.
Good.
So I'm his partner, Suzanne Clark. I'm a partner that launched Thrive Alternative Medicine. I'm the in-house psychotherapist. We do have another therapist on board with us, Bobby Fowler, who grew up here. Some of you may know him. Yeah.
I've heard the name.
Yeah. We're doing a lot of great things.
All right, let's take a break. We'll come back and visit.
I noticed how she watched you when she said psychotherapist.
Well, we're all crazy.
I visit her quite a bit. I enjoy it. It's great.
Even therapists need therapists.
That's right. There you go. You ever watch Sopranos? Look what it helped Tony. Anyway, let's talk about some of our great people. Matter of fact, Susan, tell everybody what you do, what's Matt do, and how can they get up with you guys?
Yeah, so we're both located at Thrive Alternative Medicine. We're conveniently located in central Panama City Beach near the Glass Center and Cox Pools there on Back Beach Road. Dr. Lachlan, Matt, my partner, he sees people for medical marijuana cards. We are all about quality of life, helping people find relief naturally. So alternatives to seeing your general practitioner or in addition to seeing your general practitioner and your other specialties. I provide counseling along with Bobby Fowler, but we got a really exciting new device I was hoping to mention, an Emsella chair, which many people haven't heard of. It treats urinary incontinence and erectile dysfunction with no downtime, you don't have to take your clothes off or anything, you just sit in the chair.
All right, we get back, we'll talk about that. Glenn really needs help with that. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN, all the above. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
While other radio stations are playing national contests with winners in Timbuktu, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida has real local winners.
Hi, this is Dave Neat from Panama City Beach.
Bona fide and certified local.
Man, that's fantastic. Oh, my goodness.
Keep listening to Win on the Gulf Coast.
Hell yeah, let's do it. I just won $250 from 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Anna with ESPN Northwest Florida. Here is your weather forecast on this Monday morning. As we head into this afternoon and evening, a mixture of slight fog and sunshine, and a high of 74 with a moderate breeze around 14 miles per hour coming out of the west-southwest. For tonight, partly cloudy skies and a low near 65. Tomorrow, partly sunny and a high around 72. For Wednesday, some sun and a high of 71. This weather forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for tuning into ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Golf is a game that should be fun, but to have the most fun, you need to play your best. That's where the experts at Golf Plus come in. Their friendly staff will guide you through the buying process, answer all your questions, and can help with any repairs you need along the way. Golf Plus is your custom fitting, club repair, and golf retail shop. Golf Plus staff is non-commissioned and will work with you to find the best product for your game, just like they've been doing since 1988. Golf Plus in Panama City Beach. Fitting, repair, retail. That's Golf Plus.
WGSX Lynn Haven, WVLQ Port St. Joe, ESPN Northwest Florida.
It's March, which means it's tournament time at Coit and Bullion Reserve's Fine Jewelry. Colored gemstones are making a fast break. Emeralds, sapphires, rubies. Select colored gemstones up to 80% off. Regular prices? Benched. This is your shot to score some serious sparkle. Only at Coin and Bullion Reserve's Fine Jewelry. Hurry in before the final buzzer.
This is where heroes are created, legends are born, and dynasties forged. The Sports Talk Master, ESPN Northwest Florida. Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michaels studio.
Roll Tide, roll! Alabama updates brought to you by Stevenson Air Conditioning. You're talking local. Nobody's more local than Stevenson Air Conditioning. Jason graduated from Mosley High School, started his family-owned business, and they've exploded. Man, they hit a home run. They've expanded throughout the Panhandle of Florida. They're there for you anytime, day or night. We've had so many of our clients have bought brand new units for them. Dr. Chad Mitchell, Jason Kovaleski, one for the business, one for home, like I did. I had everything replaced. They are incredible. They're the best. They don't try to take everything out of your pocket either, every penny you got. He had the opportunity to stick it to me, and he didn't. I said, I didn't care what it cost. I want to turn the air on and knock me down. I want this thing fixed. We kept one for a long time. He said, Coach, you don't have to do that. He explained to me what we needed to do, and he saved me a lot of money. I love the guy. Stevenson Air Conditioning, #1, not even close. Also, Kyle Vandergriff. I'm hoping Kyle will be back with us. I hope he's back in town this Friday. You're looking for to buy a roof, but it's not even about roofs. Hell, they can build a school. They can build a building, anything you want. It's TK Vandy Roofing and General Contracting. They design it. They build a commercial, residential. Kyle's incredible. Local family, his mom and dad, legendary family. Vandergriff, unbelievable. They just had their 50th anniversary, right?
Yes, they did 2 weeks ago.
50 years. All right, let's get into the Alabama Crimson Tide. Alabama basketball, wow. I watched the game last night, went to bed at halftime. They were lighting it up at the threes. They played great defense. I think the defense more than anything. But I think the final score last night was 95-65, I think was the final. Might have been 90-65. Alabama beats Texas Tech. Alabama overall record now jumps up to 25-9. They finished the year at home 12-3, had a great year there. On the road, they were only 2-3. Neutral sites now jumps them up, I think, to 6-3. But Alabama took care of the first game. They got beat back in March. I think it was March. I forgot the date. They lost to Ole Miss, and I thought, oh my God, they're falling apart here at the end of the year. I thought they were hot. They get this thing, keep it going. Hey, it doesn't happen to you. It happens for you. They turn it around. They lost to Ole Miss by 1, 80-79. Ole Miss was not a good basketball team, in my opinion. They won the first round of the game 90-70. I forgot who they played. And then they looked unbeatable last night. Their offense looked incredible. They beat the game was played in Tampa, and they beat Texas Tech. And again, Texas Tech was the number 5 seed. Alabama's number 4. Bama blows them out. Now what happens to Bama Friday? I think the game is 6:30. We're going to find out all we need to know how good Bama really is. They're going to play the Michigan Wolverines. And I heard Michigan does not cheat in basketball, Michigan, Eddie. I heard they are pretty fair in that department. But football, they do cheat, but not in basketball. So that's going to be a big game for Bama. Bama baseball is rolling along really well right now. Bama is now 3-3 SEC play. They're 18-7 overall. They are 13-1 at home. On the road, they got another win. They're 3-5 on the road and 2-1 in neutral sites. Tuesday, March 17th, Alabama lost to South Alabama. Again, that's where you get your development time. You pitch your backup players, younger players trying to develop them. They lost to South Alabama 6-3. Then they played a real team. They played the Florida Gators. How good are these Gators? I'm not sure. Either Alabama's improved a lot, maybe Florida's not as good as we thought they were going to be. On Friday, March 20th, Alabama 6, the Florida Gators 0. On Saturday, Alabama 8, Florida 4. And then on Sunday, Alabama 14, Florida 7.
Ooh, a sweep, huh?
Ooh, yes. And now Tuesday, Alabama's got Austin Peay. That game we play at 6 o'clock. And then the Iron Bowl of baseball, they'll go against one of the best teams in college baseball. Auburn had a tough series against Texas, which ranked 2nd in the country. Auburn's ranked 5th and 6th, depending on what poll you look at. But that's a huge game. Friday, the game will play March 27th, 6 o'clock on the SEC Network. Saturday game, the first pitch will be at 7, and Sunday at 1 o'clock. So we'll know more about Bama when they get to playing the Auburn Tigers.
Where are they playing at?
I'm not sure. I didn't write down where it's being played. I think it's in Auburn. I have to go back and look on that. I'm sorry I didn't write that down. Let me ask you this. Is Florida as good as we think they are in baseball, or not? Maybe they're not quite as good as we think. I think Steve Moss said, but what do you guys think?
Well, they're 3-3 now in SEC, but they seem to gel more towards the end of the year to me when he has them ready to go when it's time. At the end, because right now everybody's doing it for practice until you get to the tournament. So,
yeah. Well, I know Bama's
good.
They're getting better.
They're right. They've improved a lot, but I just think Sully does a better job of getting them ready towards the end of the year. I think he's still looking for that number 3 pitcher and somebody for the middle of the week, I think.
How old are they? Are they a young team or an older
Florida?
team? Yeah.
I think Florida's young.
Yeah,
especially
they're fairly young.
He said they're going to need some of these younger pitchers to come through.
So if they're a young team, I could see what happened this weekend being one of those stepping stones in the way they're going to advance through the season.
I got to go back to Susan. We talked about Alabama playing Michigan, and I know you're fair and balanced, and I know you're really upset the way they cheated. Should have not got. I know you're upset they got that national championship not the right way. So, where did you go to school?
Actually, I went to FSU.
Oh, that's right. But you do like the Wolverines.
That's my home state, baby.
There you go.
Home state.
There you go.
Yep.
All right. Cheat.
I could tell you where he lives. He wanted to throw eggs in his house.
No, we got a guy that calls in all the time. We love giving him a hard time. He's a huge Michigan fan. Wears all of his Michigan stuff. He's
I hear
nuts.
him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You've heard it. You've heard it. Mm-hmm. But
I think everybody has.
What do you think the game, Bama? You think Bama's got a shot at getting Michigan? I'm kind of worried about this game.
Absolutely not. I mean, I just think hands down.
Michigan.
Wolverines, yeah. I think they've got a stronger program. I like their coach as well.
Yeah,
comes from a one-stoplight town.
And they look good. That's what I'm saying. It could end this Friday. I hope it does. What's the game? Do you know where the game's playing at?
No,
do you know
sure.
where it's at?
I'm not sure.
Where they're going?
No,
I can't remember. I'll have to look that up.
I can tell you in just a second.
United Center in Chicago.
In Chicago.
Oh yeah, Chicago.
Big Ten country. Big Ten country. The Big Ten's got 6 schools in. The SEC only has 4. Now, we tied a record. With the most going to the 32. So what? But anyway, we did. We had 8 teams make it. What happened? Well, we had Alabama made it to the 32, Arkansas, Texas, Tennessee, Texas A&M, Vandy, Florida, and Kentucky. Well, we went 4-4. Here are the scores. Iowa, which blew I had Florida winning it all. Iowa 73, Florida 72. Tennessee, they win 79-72 over the ACC Virginia. Iowa State 82 smacks down Kentucky 63. Nebraska beats Vandy 74-72. Then you had Arkansas, which keep an eye on Arkansas. I think they might be the best team left in the SEC. Arkansas 94, High Point 88. Texas Longhorns beat Gonzaga 74-68, and then Houston beat Texas A&M, not even McLean, 88-67. And then we know Bama won their ball game against Texas Tech. Do you guys think, any of you three think, any of these teams in the SEC can win it all?
No. Simple answer. I think your best team in college basketball is Houston. They play some of the best defense. Arizona, who is ranked number 1, beat them in the regular season in a very close game. But just the way Houston plays defense consistently, if they shoot the ball halfway decent, they're really tough to beat.
Suzanne?
I don't know. Matt and I are real loyal fans, so as much as we'd like to see Michigan win, St. John's is kind of an underdog, and that's where he
love
grew
the
up.
coach.
So he's a very loyal fan of St. John's.
Yeah, I love Coach.
I think the only shot for the SEC would be Arkansas. I think
I'm kind of like you.
Calipari
I hate saying it, Bama, but
put them together. But you know what? At the St. John's, Coach Patino, he knows what he's doing too. So you got some good chances there.
See, now I'm going to say something that's not popular, especially in my household. Out of the SEC, I think Alabama probably would have the best shot at running the table. but it has to do with the style of play they play up and down. If they shoot the ball well from three-point land, they can beat anybody on any given day. In this weekend when they play Michigan, that's going to be a key for Michigan. If Michigan can't defend the three-point land and Alabama can hit those shots, it takes away the two big guys for Michigan on the inside, because now in transition, 7-footers don't run the court very well. So you can have guys that are 6'8", 6'9", up and down the court, beating them on a consistent basis, and you're going to get layups, you're going to get stuff. It goes to Michigan's defense is, I think, the key to the game, defending the three-point shot and the reversal, the way Nate Oates plays the game.
Yeah.
And then
how well does Alabama play defense?
Yeah, and the other thing too, if they have the big guys, if they get it inside, you can't hardly stop them. But the thing to do is keep the guys from making an entry pass to them. If you can play good on the guards to make it hard for them to get the entry pass.
Rick Pitino, when he was at Kentucky years ago, said something that was very interesting. They were playing a team that had two big guys, and that's when they were making the run. And he goes, let them dump it into those two big guys. It takes them to score 3 times to our 2.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
We'll beat them every time.
Yeah.
Right.
But again, football-wise, let me get my football in. Alabama last month beat out Notre Dame for Amari Saab, a big-time receiver. Now they're pretty happy about this. I'm not sure. Oakley Ken, 6'7" tight end out of Liverpool, New York. You know who they beat out to get him? Syracuse. So it makes me wonder, how good is this really?
Who's going to be the quarterback?
Oh, I think it's going to be we got 2 good ones. I'm not worried. We got 3 really good. The true freshmen's really good. We got 2 good quarterbacks. That's not going to be a problem. How good is the offensive line going to be? Can we run the football? Can we stop the run? That's going to be this year. How physical is Alabama? I don't know how strong they are. I question the strength program up there, but we'll see. But anyway, football-wise, they're pumped up about getting Oakley there, the big tight end, 6'7". I forgot how much he weighs. I don't know if he was a 3-star or 4-star. The receiver, I was pretty happy about that. I just don't see us going down South Florida like we used to and get all these great players. When Saban was there, we kind of owned South Florida. We would get these Mari Cooper, these great players. I don't hear about that anymore. I hear us going to California, getting players from California. We're going to New York, getting players. Kind of worried about some of those things, but we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. Alabama Update's been brought to you by Stevenson Air Conditioning. They're there for you anytime, day or night. Stevenson Air Conditioning, number 1. Locals taking care of locals. That is Stevenson Air Conditioning. Locals, Steve Bertishaw, swim coach at Mosley. You're looking for electrical bikes, they're taking over the world. They got new and used. You got a bike that's tore up, you got to get it fixed. Steve's Bike Shop on 23rd Street. Go check it out. Kyle Vandergriff, hopefully Kyle will be here Friday. You're looking for a new roof, you want something built, it's Vandy Roofing and General Contracting. They design it, they build it, commercial, residential, you name it, they do it. Patrick, how do they get up with you? You want that yard like a golf course. How do I kind of do that?
Call us on our local number, since we're a local business, at 850-890-5820. We'll come out, take an analysis of your property, of your yard. We can also do your household pest control, mosquito control. We can treat your shrubs, spray your beds. We can stop you from spending thousands of dollars with some of the companies out there telling you need to resod when you don't have to. Give us a call on our local number, 850-890-5820.
We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Susanna's with us. She looks a lot better than Matt. Matt, sorry. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Glenn, you look the same. Be right back.
Only 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida could bring sports fans like you an app this powerful. The sports content you crave is always on. Live stream us everywhere you go. Now with upgraded programming and live game schedules, you'll always know when the Atlanta Braves and your favorite games are playing. Plus, interact with our local hosts in real time and so much more. The new app for the sports fanatic is available at the Apple Store and Google Play. From 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Anna with ESPN Northwest Florida. Here is your weather forecast on this Monday morning. As we head into this afternoon and evening, a mixture of slight fog and sunshine, and a high of 74 with a moderate breeze around 14 miles per hour coming out of the west-southwest. For tonight, partly cloudy skies and a low near 65. Tomorrow, partly sunny and a high around 72. For Wednesday, some sun and a high of 71. This weather forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for tuning into ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Crawfish season is back, and the heat is on at Lone Star Boil House. Lone Star Boil House is where the locals go for delicious, mouth-watering Cajun crawfish, shrimp, buttery red royals, and everything crab. Plus, Lone Star Boil House is now serving liquor. Get crawfish 6 days a week, open to close. To-go crawfish also available at the front bar, and crush the follow on Facebook for frequent food and drink specials. Lone Star Boil House, 320 West 5th Street, downtown Panama City.
Are you looking for a place to take a leak? Do you have a truck, tractor, or other hydraulic equipment leaking or not performing as it should? At Reliable Hydraulic Solutions, we can get you back to work. Do you have a busted or leaking hose? Hydraulic cylinder or pump needing repair? If competitive pricing and a quick turnaround are what matter to your business, come see us at Reliable Hydraulic Solutions, or you can give us a call at 850-326-3000. Reliable Hydraulic Solutions, 6840 Highway 77 in Southport, the best place in town to take a leak.
He's a beacon of light to many and an inspiration to all.
Winning.
The Coach James Hale Show, live from the J. Michael Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Whoa! Hey, Martha, Kenny, James, Jenna. Whoa! Eagle. I wonder if Elizabeth and Craig and Steve have been going up to Auburn basketball games. Hey!
Absolutely.
Auburn update. Get out to Beef Brady's in Lynn Haven. You want a great meal today? Go see Pat Perno. The city commissioner over there does a great job with the city, but does an even better job at that restaurant. They treat you like family. They don't show cheers. All you young people don't know what we're talking about. It's like you walk in, everybody knows your name. Kind of like that way at Beef Brady's. They treat you so friendly there. The food's incredible. The service, unbelievable. And I think that goes back to Pat. Pat's that way. Just a wonderful man. All right, Auburn. Let's talk about the good things real quick. Auburn basketball. We know that did not have the season we expected in Auburn basketball. It was incredible when Auburn loses a basketball game at home. Overall record now I think it now is 19-16, I believe. SEC play, not a good year for Auburn, not what we expect, not up to Auburn standards. They won 7, lost 11. Auburn at home, they lost 4 home games. That's kind of unheard of up there playing. That's a tough place to win in basketball. On the road, they were only 2-8. Neutral sites, they were 4-4. Now actually it's 5-4. No, I take it back. That's back at Auburn again. Anyway, they did not make the NCAA tournament. They lost to Tennessee back March 12th, 72-62. That was it. We knew they wouldn't get in. They did accept the bid to NIT. Patrick, didn't you tell me one player from Auburn said, I'm not going to play in it?
Yes.
Who was? Do you remember who it was?
I can't remember. He was a contributor, though. Here, I'll look at it.
I'm glad he's not playing. He didn't want to play. It seems like Auburn's playing better now.
Well, Alabama played a lot better without Holloway the other night.
Sure did. Attitudes.
Well, he had an attitude adjustment when they cuffed him.
Thank you, Glenn. Notice I didn't bring that up during the Alabama update. There was a reason for that.
Well, let's see, an Auburn fan, why would you not bring it up?
Auburn on March 17th beat South Alabama. Auburn 78, South Alabama 67. The game was played at Auburn. The second half they played, I watched the first half and oh my God, they didn't look very good. In the second half they looked really good. They got it rolling. Looks like they got some confidence now. And then what did they do? Yesterday, Auburn 91, Seattle U 85. That game was played on ESPN2. They look good. They look good. This is good. I got to get their confidence back. I hope they can continue to win, keep on rolling, and get an NIT, hopefully championship. Some schools like FSU, I think, chose not to play in the NIT. I'm glad Auburn did get some confidence, get some wins, get the things heading back in the right direction. Did you ever find his name?
Yeah, Murphy. Keyshawn Murphy.
So you just said, I'm done, or what?
Yep.
So is he transferring out? Is he?
Said he's not playing in those games, and
if I was a coach,
I imagine he's not part of the program anymore.
Yeah, if I was a coach, he wouldn't play anywhere. Spring football. I believe Auburn starts spring football today. I'm pretty sure Auburn starts today. Question for everybody here.
Yes, no Alabama.
With spring football starting, can Alex Golish, how long, not if, but how long does it take Auburn to make the playoffs with their new head football coach leading the way?
Well, we appreciate him sending the quarterback over that he didn't want. I think probably maybe the playoffs 3 years maybe. You got to give him at least 3. But he's bringing some people from South Florida, just like
Indiana.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you what, they got some good athletes coming up here at Auburn. The problem at Auburn's not been the defense; it's been the offense. I think their offense is going to be okay.
The booster clubs. They can't get together.
Patrick, does he get them to the playoffs?
Not immediately.
How long? Does he do it?
It's going to take about 4 years.
Susanna, seeing this new coach from South Florida, bringing a lot of good athletes. Offense has been the problem. Defense has been pretty good. Defense coordinator's there. He stayed. Now he got a new offensive players, quarterbacks, receivers. They play together, kind of like the Indiana James Madison thing. I think Auburn's going to get it done. I think they get in within 3 years. What do you think? Will they make the playoffs within 3 years?
I hope so.
I do too.
The reason I say 4, you're going to have the quarterback from South Florida is going to be the quarterback this year. Then he will be graduating and leaving.
And you got the backup South quarterback.
Well, yeah, but you have to develop him. And as we all know, when you throw a guy that's never been in the spotlight into the SEC play, they do well for a while, but then they lose a couple of games that they shouldn't because they don't have that experience. That's typically the history, and that's what I foresee. And typically it's about 2 years before that player really excels if he hasn't played at another school as the starter.
Right. Well, I'll say this. Florida Gators, Auburn Tigers going to be the surprise teams this year. I really believe that. I think Auburn's – I just looked at the situation last year. They couldn't score. They couldn't throw the ball. Play calling seemed to be an issue. Playing too much golf maybe was an issue. Who knows? This guy, I've watched what he did when he brought South Alabama into Tuscaloosa when Saban was there and didn't have near the players, and they moved the ball. They did some great things. Then when the board took over, they went down there, and I think the game was played in South Florida. Heck, they probably should have won that ball game. I think he's a good coach. I think he's a really good offense. Look what he did at Tennessee when his offense created Tennessee when he got good players. They spread you all over the field. They're fast-paced. They score points. So I think the offense is going to be taken care of. And the defense just continues to play like it's done in the past. And, of course, they got to be really strong in the kicking game. If they're not really strong in the kicking game, then maybe it's 7 wins or 8. If they play great kicking game defense, Auburn's going to be the surprise team, and I think Florida's got a chance to be pretty good too.
I think they're going to be good. I'm 8 or 9 wins.
Yeah, I'm thinking about 9.
They're going to have an experienced quarterback, but he's not experienced at the level of the SEC. He played really well against Alabama the 2 years that he played, but he also made mistakes in those games.
Yeah. And you go back to Big Ten, they said the exact same thing from James Madison players going to Indiana. They're not used to Big Ten competition. And look what happened. Now, I will say this. Their schedule was pretty easy the last couple of years in the Big Ten. They didn't have – I don't think they even played Ohio State 2 years ago. I don't think they played Ohio State during the regular season this past year. But they did in the championship.
Yeah, and the difference there was that they had Mendoza that came in for that season that was an experienced quarterback at a big school that had already been through that fire.
Yeah. We shall see. We're looking forward to it. All right, baseball. Auburn's baseball is really good, but they play a really good team, man. No doubt about that. Georgia, Auburn, Arkansas. Well, they're not now, but Saturday they all were 4-1 in the SEC. Auburn loses Sunday to Texas, but Auburn is now 4-2 in SEC play. Overall record is 19-4, I believe. Before they played Texas, they were 13-3. I think they're now 13-4 at home, 3-0 on the road, and 3-0 neutral sites. Auburn's ranked 5th or 6th, depending on what poll you look at. Tuesday, March 17th, Auburn 9, Georgia Tech 2. Richard Sanders, that's for you. Auburn 9, Georgia Tech 2. He loves the Yellow Jackets. Friday, Auburn 4, Texas 3. That's what I think it was the last inning. Auburn, it was kind of a miracle they won that ball game, but great job by them. And then on Saturday, Auburn got beat in a really close game. The number 2 team in the country, 7-6. Sunday, the number 2 team in Texas looked like the number 2 team in the country. They scored 5, Auburn 0. Tuesday, Auburn will play South Alabama. First pitch is at 6. And then again, the Iron Bowl of baseball on Friday, Auburn, Alabama, 6 o'clock first pitch. Saturday, Auburn, Alabama, 7 o'clock first pitch, and on Sunday, 1 o'clock, Alabama, Auburn. So we'll see what happens in the Iron Bowl. Who you like in the Iron Bowl of baseball? I think it's going to be really good competitive games.
I'm going to like Auburn in that, I think. Yeah. Well, I want to say one thing. Auburn golf is playing really well this year. Today, Tuesday and Wednesday, they're in at Palm City, Florida, which is on the East Coast below Port St. Lucie, and they will be playing in that. And they have won a few tournaments, and they're high up in the SEC and going to be ranked for sure. So congratulations to the Auburn golf team.
All right, let's take a break. We get back. We're going to talk to Suzanne about what they do. And Jeremy Pridgeon's a preacher. He'll be on our show Thursday. I love the guy. Great knowledge, unbelievable sports guy. Great preacher. But I talked to him about what Matt does and what you guys do. And he goes, I'm going to tell you what. He said, his job's dealing with death and things like that. He's seen people with cancer, how that has really helped them with the pain in the life and just to get through the day, things like that. He said that's a good thing. We'll talk about some of those things when we get back with Susanna. All right, right now let's talk about some of our great people. Beef O'Brady's and Patrick. Pat, thank you so much for the Auburn update. Get out to Beef O'Brady's. And Pat Perno is an unbelievable city commissioner. Great job. Cox Pools. You want a pool, there's only one place to go. The legend, Richard Cox and Cox Pools. No doubt about that. You over at Lynn Haven, you went to Beef O'Brady's. You've got to go to see Patrick, Russ, and Amber. We're at David Adams. Mm-hmm. You looking for some jewelry? You want to make your wife, that young wife of yours, happy? Mm-hmm. You need to go get her some jewelry. If you got jewelry and you it's been sitting around, you really don't want it anymore, go check it in, man. That gold's worth some money. Silver, gold's going through the roof. They buy and sell. David Adams, designer jewelry, #1, not even close. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
It's the PCB Hobby Takeover with Todd. Mondays at 5:20 on ESPN Northwest Florida.
That is a very high-end card and very rare.
Todd talks about coins, trading cards, collectibles, and the amazing stories behind them.
It was the first one that's ever come through my door.
Plus, we'll be taking your calls and questions at 850-215-6290. The PCB Hobby Takeover.
A platform for you to do your hobby.
Mondays at 5:20 on the Sports Talk Monster. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Let your spring adventures begin in a brand new Kia from Bill Bird Kia. Stop by today and discover Kia and take a test drive. See all the new features that elevate any adventure. We've got new 2025 Kias on the lot, and the savings are big. Telluride, Sorrento, Sportage, Seltos, Soul, K4s, and K5s. Hurry because they won't last. Now offering 2.9% APR for up to 48 months on the purchase of a new 2025 Kia K4. You'll get the perfect balance of comfort, safety, and technology. Bill Bird Kia is the home of the 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. See us at 2435 East 15th Street or anytime at BillBirdKiaPanamaCity.com. The road is yours.
Offer from Kia Finance America for the purchase of a new 2025 K4 with $2,209 per month per $1,000 financed to 48 months. Quantities limited. Cannot be combined with other finance offers. Not available on balloon financing. Not available on balloon financing. The 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty is a Bill Bird Kia warranty. See dealer for complete details. Offer for well-qualified buyers. Must take delivery from dealer stock through 3/31/26.
The legendary Pepper's Mexican Grill and Cantina, home for the most popular drink specials in town and now on the beach. Enjoy 2-for-1 house margaritas and draft beer all day, every day. 10% off on Military Mondays, and Tuesdays, kids eat free with an adult. Pepper's Mexican Grill and Cantina, now with 2 locations. Back Beach next to Home Depot and Highway 77.
The #1 SEC call-in show is now twice as big. It's double the Paul Feinbaum Show. Weeknights starting at 6.
Okay, but also go faster.
Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michaels Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
And welcome back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. So then, let's talk about what you do for a living. We were talking about a minute ago. cancer has affected our family. I think it's about everybody we know. It's amazing what we eat and the environment and everything else. Seems like everybody's getting it. I pray God don't die from that stuff. Mother had lung cancer, and it was bad at the end. Everybody's bad at the end. Tell us some of the things you guys do if somebody's in that situation. How do they get up with you? I guess everything's legal now. What do they do?
Yeah. Medical marijuana is legal now in Florida, and there are about 10 or 11 qualifying conditions. If you have one of those 10 or 11 conditions, then you automatically qualify for a medical card in Florida. And we can help if you just call us or go on our website and make an appointment. Come in and see Dr. Laughlin. He'll do a physical exam and determine if you qualify for a medical marijuana card, and we walk you through the process. When you leave our office, you'll have everything done. Typically, people can go to a dispensary and shop within an hour and go and get what they need.
Tell me where you're located, where they come see you at.
So we're centrally located in Panama City Beach on Back Beach Road. They're near the Glass Center and Cox Pools.
Right there by Richard Cox. Okay. Now, you said you counsel people?
Yeah. So I'm a therapist, and
talk about that.
We are all about helping people thrive naturally in the interplay between what Dr. Laughlin, Matt, does with helping people get access to medical marijuana, really helps with sleep, people with post-traumatic stress disorder. The interplay between that and what I do as a therapist is really huge. For insomnia, cognitive behavioral therapy is really the gold standard. Research tells us it can be more impactful than medication. People with post-traumatic stress disorder, end of life, or even navigating a chronic health condition, counseling can help tremendously.
Wow. Okay, and same location with you?
Same location, same office. We have a very private location, kind of off Back Beach Road, private, very serene office. You all ought to stop in and see.
Go back to the sleeping problem. What have you found out is the major problem with older people, like real old people that don't sleep very well?
Well, I think no matter what age we are in our society and what's going on, technology or what have you, we've gotten so busy, I think a lot of us have forgotten how to relax. We don't know how to kind of wind down, and we're just on this perpetual, kind of feel like we're on a hamster wheel.
Yeah. And when you lay in bed at night, you start thinking about everything, you can't sleep.
To-dos and so forth. Yeah. So a lot of times in my therapy sessions, we spend some time, I'll teach relaxation techniques, because we've kind of forgotten how to relax our body and our mind. And that's big with sleep.
Yeah. Every Sunday I have a hard time sleeping because I know that morning I'll have someone have to be around for 2 hours. How do you get over that?
Pat,
hey. But you ought to talk to Julie and how well she sleeps on Sunday.
Yeah. She's sleeping great. Well, what about people that wake up if they hear like anything?
Yeah, some of us are just light sleepers, right? But the cognitive behavioral therapy is a multi-pronged approach. So our cognitions, our thoughts sometimes can get in the way. So we look at restructuring those, our behaviors, our sleep hygiene. What does our bedroom look like? What do we do before sleep? What do we do when we wake up? A lot of little pieces go into our sleep quality.
I heard, now that you're the expert, that you should not have a TV in your bedroom. Is that true or not true for sleeping?
Yes, a lot goes into that, right? Because think about the brightness of the lights, how it can activate our brain, our eyes, and so forth. So yeah, a lot to be said about not having any technology in your bedroom, whether it's a cell phone. Put it in the kitchen on the charger.
Wow. Take
the TV out. So our bedroom really should only be for two things, sleep and sex.
Yeah. Glenn, you're getting one, but not the other, I think.
That might be why I sleep in the living room. I fall asleep to the
TV. I know he's going to see somebody else with another problem, so I just...
Well, we help with that, too. We help with
Glenn, she's here for you, man. Everything you need.
That's why I'm tired on Monday.
He's turning red. Pat, you okay?
Yeah, I just need the one where I set the alarm at like 4:30 that lets me sleep to 4:30, because I always wake up at like 4:25.
That's good. So
It's always 5 or 10 minutes before the alarm's supposed to go off. I'll look at it and I'm like, crap.
Maybe you're well rested.
No, it's just anxious to get the day going.
Yeah, let me. I want to go back to what he said, because I did the same thing. I'm laying there, I'm thinking, well, I hope that alarm's going to wake me up. And it does every time. There's no reason it wouldn't. I had it on my phone, had it on, but I'm sitting there thinking, and I couldn't sleep. Am I just mentally nuts or what?
Oh, absolutely not. No. And that's where the cognitive piece comes in, because sometimes we can be so wound up mentally of the gotta do's, right?
Can you can you help people without having to take things to help you sleep, like far as a drug or anything?
And that's the beauty of seeing a counselor. No side effects, right? No, like medications can have.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes those sleep medications can give us bad dreams or cause other side effects. A lot of people they work really great for, but some people want an alternative, and that's what we're about.
Yeah. Every prescription you get has a side effects. Everything. And my roommate in college was a traveling nurse, specializing with the hearts and things. And he said, "You're walking an hour a day, you're in good shape." He said, "Look at these side effects, because I'm not getting all of it, but I was having these things." And he goes, "Sometimes you might want to get off that. Sometimes it outweighs the benefits." Do you kind of feel that way?
Yeah, in part, but I feel like we have to respect our medical community, and sometimes the medications we need.
Yeah. You got to find a balance or something.
A balance, yeah, and educate yourself.
Yeah. Again, Suzanne, tell everybody where you're located.
So we're at.
And tell me your name, phone number, and email. No, I'm just kidding. Just tell me where you're at.
Yeah, happy to. info@thrivealternativemedicine.com. A lot of letters, but just spell it all out. info@thrivealternativemedicine.com. We can be reached at 850, obviously, 655-7090. Marisha, our wonderful patient care specialist, will be happy to help you with an appointment. And we're on Back Beach Road.
All right, that's cool. All right, let's talk about something else that's happened here in college football. Glenn, did you know this? We're talking Power Four head coaches. It was not the number I thought. I thought it'd be a lot more. But how many different head coaching changes do we have this year? What do you think the number is? Power Four.
Just Power Four?
Yeah.
I'd say 8.
More than that, but not bad.
I'll go 10.
No. Suzanne, you know how many coaches are fired?
I have no idea.
15.
Give me a dozen.
15 dozen? Okay. The actual number, I didn't realize this, and it was down compared to most years. They only had 17 different head coaches in Power 4.
Only?
Yeah. Power 4 conferences. Now, how many coordinator changes do we have?
Oh, gosh.
You had 17 new head coaches. How many coordinators' positions were changed?
26.
Well, let's see, 17, 34, 35.
54.
Amazing. 63 new coordinators.
Wow.
Yeah, usually when the head coach is fired, they bring in their 2 guys. But look at Texas.
Right.
He brought Will Muschamp. As a matter of fact, I broke it down. Cincinnati, Colorado, Oregon, Texas A&M, these had both new offense and new defensive coordinators. And guess what? They didn't have a new head coach.
Wow.
So, are these 4 coaches on the hot seat? Absolutely not. Not Oregon, not Texas A&M. Now, Dion is. He actually is. I didn't realize it, but I read some things. Cincinnati, I'm not sure about. Cincinnati, Chris, I don't know. Don't care. In the SEC, what's happened with the coordinator position? Arkansas will have a new offense and new defense coordinator. They have a new head football coach. Auburn, they got a new head football coach. Glenn, do they have a new offense and a defensive coordinator at Auburn?
They have the offensive coordinator. Defense coordinator stayed.
Good job. You're right. So you got a new OC at Auburn. At Florida Gators, did they bring in 2 new coordinators? Yes or no?
Yes.
They did. Auburn, Florida have a new offense and a new defense coordinator.
FSU, we don't care.
Kentucky, they had a new coach, same thing. He brought in a new offense coordinator, defense coordinator. LSU, Lane Kiffin. What did he do?
Cleaned house.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I thought so too.
But he kept, let's see.
The OC.
Yeah.
Missouri, what did they do? No coaching change, same head coach. Yeah. He brought in a new OC. Ole Miss, Lane left, new OC. Well, the OC went with Lane so they had a new OC. Yeah, that's right. South Carolina, Beamer is on the hot seat. He's got to have a good year.
He got rid of Shula.
Fired Mike Shula.
So Ole Miss brought in a new OC because the OC became the head coach.
No, defense coordinator became the head coach.
Okay.
Yeah. So South Carolina, Mike Shula's out the door. Beamer brings in a new OC. Tennessee Volunteers, they brought in a new defense coordinator. Texas A&M, their head coach, I think he's outstanding. They made the playoffs. He will have a new offensive coordinator and a new defense coordinator. Now, I don't know those guys, and honestly, I didn't keep up with this. I'm not sure if they got new head job. Maybe those guys got a head job or they took other jobs somewhere else. That would surprise me if they just left Texas A&M, the amount of money they pay there. And I don't remember, so I need to look that up. Do you know anything about that?
I don't think he changed.
No, they got 2 new ones on both sides of the ball. Yes.
Wow. Well, then the money would have to be.
It
had to be.
It wouldn't be the money. They can pay what he wants. I don't. Maybe he wasn't happy. I don't know.
Maybe he knew. Well, there's.
Maybe the boosters weren't happy.
Yeah. The other thing too is they've been in it so long. They have buddies that they maybe they couldn't get in to start with, but he brings them in later.
Or even better yet, Arch Manning wasn't happy. He said, "I'm going to leave if you don't bring a new coordinator in."
We're talking
about A&M now. A&M.
Well, I was talking about Texas, but
Yeah.
I mean, that's going to start happening with with the way you play these players and everything.
So.
Well, Stark brought in Will Muschamp. That had coached there before. The boosters like him. When he was there before, he was the coach in waiting. He was a defense coordinator when they won the national championship, I believe. I'm pretty sure with Mac. So I could see him and everybody wanting him there. I see that. And of course, I don't care who he's got named OC. Stark's going to call the plays. That's just the way it is. But anyway, that's
Kinda
what's
like
happened in the SEC. But I was surprised at that. I'm like you guys. I thought you had 17 new coaches. I thought maybe 34, maybe 40 coordinator positions.
Yeah, but I kept thinking though, and that's coordinator. So would you count the special teams guy, even though he coached another position?
No, just offense.
But even that number, if you really think about it, is not that surprising because you do have offensive coordinators and defensive coordinators that will take head coaching positions, not at the Power 4, but lower tier schools, so they can now become a head coach at a Power 4.
Plus, you got the other guys that are on a hot seat. They got to get rid of you always fire offense or defense coordinator, then the next year you get fired.
Then you have some of those guys retire.
Yeah.
That's true, too.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think we're going to see more and more people retiring from that.
Let me give you one. I did a disservice to the Auburn golf team. They are the men's team's ranked number 1 in the United States.
Wow.
And then they have the number 1 player, Jay Covine.
He's won a bunch of tournaments.
So,
all right, Susanna, tell her again where you're located and the name of the business.
Yeah, we are Thrive Alternative Medicine. Dr. Matt Laughlin and I launched it just recently. We're on Back Beach Road. They're centrally located near Cox Pools and the Glass Center.
And Patrick, where are you guys? How can they get up with you?
You can call us on our local number, 850-890-5820. You can find us on Facebook at Turf Pro PC on the hashtag. You can take your weekends back, get your days where you can go play golf with Glenn over here, and or play in front of him. That would be a better thing. And then you can make your yard look like a golf course.
Don't be playing.
Get out to Newby's, have a great time. 4 great locations. Newby 2 on the Curve. Go watch all sport events. Head on down to the Mothership. Shaw's got the best entertainment, not just on the weekends, every day. All you spring breakers, get to the Mothership, have a great time. Tell them Coach sent you. Stevenson Air Conditioning, number 1. We don't care what time it is, day or night. If it breaks down, you call Jason. Call Stevenson Air Conditioning. They'll come out and do an incredible job. Locals taking care of locals throughout the Panhandle of Florida. That's what you get with Stevenson Air Conditioning. We're right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
The chaos lives here. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida presents March Madness.
Living up to its name, the Madness. 3, top of the key, got it.
Catch every upset, every buzzer beater, and every heart-stopping moment of the NCAA tournament.
Right corner, he's going to take the 3, and he hit it again!
Your home for the big dance is right here on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
That right there is the explanation point.
This is Anna with ESPN Northwest Florida. Here is your weather forecast on this Monday morning. As we head into this afternoon and evening, a mixture of slight fog and sunshine, and a high of 74 with a moderate breeze around 14 miles per hour coming out of the west-southwest. For tonight, partly cloudy skies and a low near 65. Tomorrow, partly sunny and a high around 72. For Wednesday, some sun and a high of 71. This weather forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for tuning into ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
That's the buzzer. And on Hard Rock Bet, buzzer beaters mean bonus bets. Every time a team you bet to win or cover hits a game-winning buzzer beater, you score a $25 bonus bet, an extra $25 on top of your winnings. Just opt in and bet $5 on any team. As many teams as you want, all tourney. Win bonus bets at the buzzer, only on Hard Rock Bet.
Payable in bonus bets, not a cash offer. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
Are you living with chronic pain, anxiety, or sleepless nights? You don't have to just get by. You deserve to thrive. At Thrive Alternative Medicine on Panama City Beach Parkway, Dr. Laughlin and counselor Suzanne Clark provide a compassionate path to relief. From medical marijuana card certifications to professional mental health counseling, managing conditions like PTSD, chronic pain, and the complexities of cancer. Book online at thrivealternativemedicine.com. thrivealternativemedicine.com. Find the relief you deserve.
We don't know what his problem is, but it's probably hard to pronounce and untreatable.
That don't feel so good.
The Coach James Hale Show is live and local from the J. Michael Studio, ESPN Northwest Florida.
Welcome back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Oh, that's a guy who text. Randy's not feeling well. Bless his heart.
Louisville didn't win yesterday.
Yeah. Louisville lose.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into it.
Well, maybe he was listening to our show and he got sick.
We probably put him to bed. All right, ESPN's top quarterbacks. Listen to the question, Glenn, because you focus. ESPN, not CBS, but ESPN, they came up with their list of the top quarterbacks of the 2000s. They named their top 5. I want you guys to name your top 5. You're not wrong. It's just an opinion. Okay? I'll start out. This is what ESPN thought. They thought the number 1 quarterback since 2000. I disagree with them. They got Baker Mayfield from Oklahoma. Number 2, they had Auburn's Cam Newton. At number 3, they had Texas, Vince Young, really good quarterback. Number 4, I can't believe it, number 4, Tim Tebow, Florida. And number 5, LSU, Joe Burrow. Well, at number 6, they had, I love him, hate him, what he's done in the NFL, whatever. What he did in college was incredible. Clemson's quarterback, Watson. So I came up with my top 5. It's totally different from theirs. I'm going to read it to you, and you can disagree or think I'm crazy or whatever, just an opinion. And then I want you to tell me who you guys think. The name does not have to be on the list. It can be your own personal list. But my 5 best quarterbacks since 2000. Number 1, Heisman Trophy winner, 2-time national champ, the greatest role model, if anybody, the greatest speech ever, Florida Gators, Tim Tebow, my number 1. My number 2, the guy was a backup to Tebow. What he did at Auburn was incredible. They win the SEC. Auburn wins the national championship. He wins the Heisman Trophy. He is a beast, 6'5", 245-pound monster. I got him as the second best quarterback. Number 3, he's the same thing, a one-year wonder. Well, maybe one year, like Cam's, but still. Joe Burrow, LSU, what he did, maybe the best offensive football team in the history of college football. And at number 4, Vince Young, Texas. At number 5, I put Watson in there over Mayfield because what he did at Clemson, win those national championships, he looked unbeatable. That's my top 5. Tim Tebow, Cam Newton, Joe Burrow, Vince Young, and then Watson of Clemson. Let's start with Patrick. Give me your top 5 quarterbacks since 2000.
I would probably put Cam Newton at 1.
I get that.
If he plays another year of college football, he probably wins another national championship and another Heisman Trophy. 2, Deshaun Watson probably. 3, Vince Young. Joe Burrow would probably be 4. And then I'm just kind of drawing a blank for 5.
Tebow? No?
He was a great college player. I don't know that he was a great quarterback. There's a difference there to me. I mean,
he was a winner.
He was a great leader.
A winner.
He was a great leader, a great winner.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at the totality of the position.
What about Danny Warfield?
He wasn't in the 2000s. He was in the mid-90s.
That's true. Susan?
We're getting
Suzanne?
old. Hey, Coach, we're getting old.
I know. I need to go see her.
Yeah.
Come see me. Give me your 5.
I don't know. To be honest, I
He
get
could be a
the,
Michigan
I get
guy.
the McCarthy was it
He
for
won,
Michigan?
yeah, with national champ.
Yeah.
Jameis Winston, maybe?
I like him. Yeah, I was going to say Jameis Winston. He would really pull it
That-
out in like the fourth quarter.
yeah.
But Jordan Travis, he was a great runner, and I just like him as a person.
Did you not think Vince Young would make it up there?
Who's that?
Texas quarterback. They beat USC 2004, 2005.
Before my time.
Oh, okay. Glenn, give me your 5.
I'd have Jameis Winston in there.
Okay.
Because he won. Maybe, and then Joe Burrow. And
Okay.
then I'd have to go with the fashion expert who played at Auburn.
Cam Newton.
And then
2 more.
And then maybe Vince Young and then Tim Tebow. I think.
All right, that's good. Jim, let's get Jim on the phone. Is it Jim? Good morning.
Yeah. Hey, good morning.
Hey, Jim.
We on the air?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, let me tell you what. From your first of all, I'm glad you disagreed with the ESPN, but from the metrics you guys were using for your rankings, if you don't have Jameis Winston somewhere in the top 5, love him or hate him, 1-year wonder, Heisman Trophy winner, undefeated, ACC champion, national champion. Come on.
I had him as my number 1. I did. I said that.
Well, I by the time I called, I couldn't hear yours or anybody else's.
Right.
But anyhow, thank you for doing that. He's got to be in the top 5. Burrows, of course. Tebow, of course. And I don't know what all this love affair is with the Auburn guy.
Cam Newton.
Yeah, he might have got 2 if there was another computer for him somewhere. That's my thought. All right. Thank you for your time. See you guys.
I appreciate it, Jim.
Hey, it's just an opinion.
That's right. I'm glad he didn't mince words. He didn't go, he just let him have it. Out of way.
Wait a minute. Go Cam Newton and go James Winston. Did Cam Newton go to the game, go on the field to play when he was told he wasn't going to play?
That's just wanting to play a lot, Coach. And by the way,
crab legs.
But then, hey, I mean, you telling me that the Auburn and Alabama players don't get something?
No, absolutely not. Never.
But see,
Cam, he got the church got the money.
His dad got the money to build his church.
It was religion.
But no, that Winston, they came back the next year and they got beat by Auburn in the play. I mean, Arkansas in the play. Oregon. Oregon in the
and they beat Auburn. He was going to beat Auburn for the national championship. Oh, he's great. But you don't think Watson was as good as he was? Watson, guys, go back and watch him play when he did Clemson.
He was good. When at Clemson, he was a great player.
Yeah.
And then he kind of, I think the money ruined him when he got to the NFL.
Yeah. Well, we're just on. Come on, help me, James. Give me your 5.
Here that we haven't heard yet that I think I could see kind of being near the top 5.
All right.
But Marcus Mariota from Oregon.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't hate it. Mendoza right now.
Okay.
Would be one that I would go with. Trevor Lawrence. Huh?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Anybody?
Yeah.
All right. And one more. I will go Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, Lamar Jackson. Wow.
All right.
Breaking news: Louisville just scored again on FSU.
No,
that was ugly. We quit watching the game.
Oh, I know. We were playing in a golf tournament, and I just said, "Don't tell me anymore. I don't want to know."
He made them look like boys.
He did,
like a man playing boys. I don't know. I just.
What about? I forgot the guy's name. I'm getting old. But the guy that was played at Alabama then went to Oklahoma.
Hurts. Yeah. Jalen Hurts. I don't think he was gifted as these other ones.
No, but he just won.
Yeah.
Yeah, he won, but he got replaced by a freshman.
That's true.
That was pretty good. That just got replaced.
You can't be one of the greatest college quarterbacks when you got benched and didn't come back until another school.
Well, you could.
But both of them are great NFL players.
Right.
Well, no, I'm not taking anything away from him. I'm just saying you can't be the greatest.
But you could be like Paul Hornigan, not win any games and still win the Heisman.
I was about to say, though, if you look at character, these guys would be on there, but some of them wouldn't.
If you look at
would Cam
character-
Newton be on there?
No.
Would Jameis Winston be on there?
Well, I'll take that back. Cam's got his own type of character. He's always loyal. But if you go by character alone, then Tim Tebow's there.
Yeah,
He's number one.
Vince Young's got to be there, I think.
Well,
Watson character, I don't know what he was like.
You're
at Clemson.
entitled to be your own opinion. That's what it's.
Yeah. But I didn't have Winston on there. I didn't really think about him. Isn't that bad?
It is. It's terrible.
Yeah, terrible. Terrible.
I apologize about that.
Well,
he was a great quarterback.
Oh yeah, he was. He's from Hewlett, Alabama.
Huey, yeah.
He was something else and didn't go to Alabama. Maybe that's why I didn't pick him. But anyway, Alabama wanted him, Auburn wanted him, and where'd he go?
He went to see Jimbo Fisher.
All right, we got a few minutes. Patrick, let's talk about your business.
Yes, sir.
You want that yard like a golf course. You got bugs in the house. You got bugs eating your yard up. They'll all be gone away if we call who?
Turf Pro Pest Control. We can come out there, make a customized plan for your property. We can go from the turf to inside the house, fire ants, mosquitoes, treat your shrubs, treat your beds for weeds and stuff like that.
I thought she treated the beds.
No, she just takes care of a different type of weed.
That was good.
Susanna, what's the best way to get up? And tell everybody again the name, how they get it, and everything else.
Yeah, Thrive Alternative Medicine. Give us a call, 655-7090. We have got a new device we just couldn't say no to. 76% improvement, 92% patients would recommend the treatment. That's what clinical outcomes say, so we just had to get this new advice. Give us a call. New device. Give us a call.
All right, you guys have a great day. Glenn, Wednesday.
Yes, sir.
All right, and then don't forget the other thing.
Okay.
You guys have a great day. James, you're incredible. We're out. 104.3 ES. Randy, get the feeling better. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. See you guys tomorrow. Or hear us tomorrow.
SEC champion Florida Gators are playing hot down the stretch.
Plan for an open three. Bang, got it. What a start here for Florida.
And are poised to defend their national championship.